Welcome back to the show. It's still Good Morning Anambra right here on ABS TV. Of course, 2023 election is around the corner, and so many people are indicating interest to be one of the aspirants in the coming election. And now, today, we want to talk on the topic 2023 presidential election, reinvigorating Igbo unity and necessity. That's like a question. Is it necessary that we are united as Ndi Igbo and probably bring out a consensus candidate? Now we have some guests with us. This morning we have Chief Damian Okeke Ogene. He is the Vice President of Ohaneze Ndi Igbo Worldwide. You're welcome to the program.
Good morning all.
We also have with us Sir Dennis Ekemeze this morning. Sir Dennis, good morning.
Good morning. It appears you're laughing at me.
Okay, I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing at you, but you started smiling first. Okay, you're welcome to the show. Yeah, you're welcome. All right. We'll try as much as possible to break it down, probably in Igbo language. Makana Ndi Igbo, I know Makana Ndi Igbo. Kandi bai wegota eba isi abia. O de makai bido ebi no Chief Damian Okeke Ogene. Imana isiokwu anyị na-eneba anya kịta dị ka ajụjụ. Mana ka ibido na mkpa ọ dị ifu na ndị Igbo bịakọtala ọnụ na kịta na-ekwu okwu 2023 election, presidential election.
Ọ dị mkpa mana ọ bụrụ iwu na ọ bụrụ na Igbo anọkọta ọnụ na ya ma nweta president. O mego ebe dị iche iche. Hausa ka nwere ike ikwu times ugbo na onye fa nọkọdọrọ ọnụ. Yoruba nweghị oge ha ji ukwe na Obasanjo mechakwa bụ president. But ine anyị ife na-eme na Igbo tata, ndị Nigeria niile kpọrọ ndị Igbo asị. Ịgbarata na Igbo, envy ka ọ gịnị ka ị ga-akpụ ya n'ebe ndị Anambra nọ. So ebe a ka anyị na-enwe nsogbu. Etu o si na-ebido na mgbe mbụ n'Ohaneze, amụnwa dị worried na mgbe candidates na-apụta. I have not seen then onye nwere ike ịgafenwu a state aka na-anụ maka ya. Agwụ m na Igbo president of Igbo extraction. It's not just people like me, because I'm only Igbo. Mana na nna azọ president eji ga-ajụ ma mmadụ ọghọzikwe na Igbo. O nwere presidential materials. But at the time, we are not seeing it. But now, we are seeing one or two. Like I used to say, for the last election, or his time then, I'm with first 11, where you have the likes of Chubo Kadiboa, that is presidential material. But what they kind of like, but now, with the entrance of P2B and few others, the scenario is changing, things are changing. And if onye nwere ụdị college ahụ if Igbo ibibi ga-ama ma Igbo supportụrụ mmadụ hapụkwa the leaderships ndị Igbo in different states, they can be talking anything sort of, mana olue na onye Igbo nwetara nomination, ị ga-afụ the unity of ndị Igbo there, they will all vote for him. So but ịmago nsogbu anyị na-enwe bụ bigger than biggest among the class, about those who call them Ndi Igbo. But they won't Ndi Igbo. But on that, let's us make the opportunity, governor, or senator, or minister. You see, the actual Igbos, na voting strength, na voting. Because some of these governors cannot tell their people not to vote for any Igbo presidential candidate. But they can be said, we can't vote for him in the primary or others. But we are there, and by God's help, Ndi Nigeria afobago, ụfọdụ ndị, apart from fanatics, afobago na ina-ekwu equity, fairness and justice. If some Yorubas are lending voices on it, but when they tụrụ anya na fa akakwu okwu fa ekwubere, I'm disappointed n'ebe Jonathan nọ. The Igbos paid a lot of price to support Jonathan. I thought that by now, no one gave Vuzo n'ihe gbasara Igbo presidency. We only voted for him. Now, no Ebere Azikiwe Jonathan. That's the only credibility now for anybody now. But you look at what is happening since. You just keep quiet.
All right, we'll still get to all that. Sir Dennis, can drag the question, the unity, is it a necessity at this point?
Well, question, but what is unity? Is it a part of coming together, or being together, or staying together, or aligning together? So these are the factors or the indices one need to express. And then is unity that of unity of purpose? And then it will take us back to definition of what is politics. And if you borrow from Alan Bourne, a well-known political analyst or scientist, he said that politics is he who gets what, when, and how. When and how. And if you balance it, put it under that disposition, you now will argue that politics is a game of interest. And when you have a game, just like football, what is the aim? The aim of every footballer playing soccer is to score a goal. And then if you want to score a goal, there is going to be teamwork. And then if you are doing teamwork, we are doing alliance. And then if you are doing alliance, then you are doing what? You are forming synergy. So when you form synergy, then you'll be able to deliver. But if you form synergy without team spirit, that's where Chief Ogene is addressing us. If you don't form team spirit, you may not be able to achieve it. Now, in Igbo contention, you see, is that part of octopusy we normally say that Igbo enweze. Igbo enweze, is it true? Or is it a fabrication? Igbo enweze part of the coinage the invaders, the Europeans, coined to be able to discredit Igbo in the past. When they came, they met a state, an egalitarian society. An egalitarian society is a state that is already matured in democracy and representative government. And from there, they were not able to indicate who is a leader. But we know on our side that our leader in Igbo land that time, the eldest person in that community becomes the main organizer, chief organizer. And then from there now, just like he mentioned, in the struggle of independence, the Igbo were majority of people. Just like Adzikiwe championed it, who took over from Macaulay, down to, you would have been hearing boycottable, Mbono Jike, M.I. Okpara, Akano Ebiam, this conglomerate of intellectuals, and then Nwafo Akwekoris. So that by that time, Igbos were able to get the president of Federal Republic of Nigeria because of political equation. And then got also the Senate president. Then down the line, just as he said, there was this misconception of betrayal of Igbo. And part of it where you have a big problem is that after that incident in Jos, when the vote were counting, Ekweme, Obasanjo, and there was a betrayal from one of the Igbo elders then. And then he made the Igbo elites to be quiet and then be suspecting each other, or Genemel. And then, as he said, we started to build up, to buckle up through Okadibo and others, Alex Ekweme of blessed memory. Until today, if you look at, for instance, the PDP, if you look at the 17 people that are vying from PDP, you see an Igbo champion there, or Igbo champions. And then if you go to APC, you also see Igbo champions there. And then APGA also, because from what I said, from my yesterday's analysis, it appears that Nigeria is moving towards two-party system. The other ones are follow-ups And then also in the past, we recall that a political party will not emerge a president of Nigeria. A political party, it has never happened. There must be that amalgamation. And that's what the Yorubas studied in the past.
So now,
and we are able, let me finish the analysis. Okay. We're able to bring together the parties that form the APC. And then they won the election. And you recall now that there's also a major discontent among the political elite, which we call,
I want to ask,
political conspiracy.
Are we seeing it happening now?
Yes,
this
now, yes,
election?
yes. The elite conspiracy has now led to what we call the third force trying to emerge also. And then from the indices and then from the analysis on situation on the ground, you see now that more credible intellectuals are now emerging, even coming out from Igbo land. Because there is this notion that the goods should come out, the bads should also come out, so that in the final analysis, the light will overshine the darkness. And that was what happened in America. When Barack Obama started to emerge as political black colossus, and then at the end of it, he won the election. And this is what may happen in Nigeria. Mark it.
All right, just to let you know that you can actually be part of this program. The number for you to call this morning is being displayed on the screen. You can call us and contribute to us what we are discussing this morning. Let's come back to you, Chief Damien. Now, talking about what the problem that we are facing as Igbos in Nigeria, you talk about marginalization and all that. Should we say that the political parties also are some of the people that are making this problem more complex for Igbo?
Sometimes when we talk about marginalization, we have studied it. Some other part of this country are more marginalized than the Igbos. Some of them, their sheep are sink glory since. But the only even our sheep have not sink, not in Haiti or Koko.
Hello? Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Good morning.
Morning. Good morning. Hello? Hello? Good morning. Morning. The problem of the issue of marginalization in Nigeria, the way they are treating Igbos, they already automatically the thing show. Because if you watch position in the government, all of them that Igbo people if you watch in position, most of the position was given by the Northerners and even in everything. That's what those things that our people are complaining.
Okay. Thank you so much for your submission.
You see, when we are talking, we changed from marginalization to restructuring. Because in a team marginalization, every other part of Nigeria looks in the Igbo as Nordic the selfish. Until if the population of the Hausas in the north are more of the population of the Igbos down here. But they are marginalized entirely and buried. Southwest, Niger Delta, and other places. They are marginalized. So now, for us to get other people join us, Afanifere, Niger Delta, Middle Belt Forum, we now come up with restructuring. When you restructure Nigeria, if those who are more marginalized than us, because I know over now north, I go Nigeria 20 times. When we recover one or two by accident, like go on by incident, the rest are Fulanis. So you can see. But here today, all the possible. And whether I'm Igbo man or Gabo, president of this country, Gabo, after the primaries, because that will determine even the future of this country. You watch here Southeast now. The youth restiveness, because of this marginalization or not restructured Nigeria, where everybody will have his own say there. Again, with more agitations, both in the north, both in the west, because many people are now waking up. So the pillar or the fabric that holds Nigeria together might be checked after these primaries, after this election.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Emeka. I'm from the State.
Emeka from Ogun State.
Yeah,
Emeka, go ahead.
thank you. The point is that unity is the most important thing in everything. So we have unity, we give into unity. Although we were two branches now, I had a very, very hard to pray, but when you bring the single out of the room, it will break easily. So the most important thing there is when we are asking of anything to be the president of Nigeria, let us come together in unity and agree in particular thing. Then we shall be able to achieve our goal.
Agree on what exactly? Is he producing a consensus candidate or what?
Let's say, if Mr. Peter Obi is going, and we join hands together and support him, not that when they throw it and now we will be 20 at their land, pushing for one particular position. That does not make sense.
But you know they will still do primaries in their different political parties. Anyway, thank you. That's your own opinion.
I know there are different parties, political parties. I know that one. But if you see in the same particular political party, like something like PDP now, that PDP is on, you will see another man there coming out from that same party.
Oh, all right. All right. Thank you so much for your contribution. All right.
They can agree on one particular person.
Okay.
Okay.
I want you to comment on that because I need people to understand.
No.
But our chance is not limited if we say that we are just coming up with one person.
No, the whole tempo, I think there must only a praise on an Eze will come in when the time comes and not lower down. And it may be before. We must not only the primary garbage or Dokasia if so both in the APC, like Kemeze, like you said, we cannot dismiss that Nigeria is not a two-party system because it is only by chance one or other party went to who govern or but as far as president of this country is concerned, presidential election, it will dangle between APC and the PDP. So both in APC and the PDP, we organizers have a role to play.
Okay.
Looking at the candidates, we have Imobi, we must talk. We must look at who have more chances than others. And I believe at that level, the Igbos, when people say Igbo Enweze, Amunatom, when there's a emerges, even Igbo Enweze, but when you impose a king on Igbos, they don't accept it. We are not Hausas or Yoruba, anybody, anything goes. If you impose, even an ordinary town union, all this caretaker government name, if you impose it on a community, they will continue to reject it until they got what they want. Igbos want, as they always emerge, naturally. So, Ogelue, Aganan, Bankata, Konye Karamo chances, and the Muhoni Bogwa Okuni Muno, Nimen Puke, on Harry Quere, or the rare. I will go a lesson from Ifeme and Jos. When we got there, Jim Wobodo, or Joseph Carol, they said I was there physically. So, but after that, I think the then president of Ohanes and the Boys Ozobo, we came back home and said enough of this disgrace. And since then, we have been trying to, Ohanes has been trying to in-house, try to manage them, to don't say it must be me. And I think those people coming out now, none of them is thinking it must be me. Or if it's not me, it will not be another person. But it's a struggle for power. Power is in the oven, it's never in the freezer. So everybody tries to get to the nearest to the point. So if they are not making moves now, I'm not against many Igbos vying now, because they are creating awareness here and there. Many people are be able to assess them. Now, on the primary stage, we conduct public opinion. You can help whoever who will take decision on say, you go, Chele. if you not get they accepted by people, but not just when you wake up, it's enough from Peter and Paul, it's not so.
Do you also share the same opinion on that?
Just as we are saying, ndị Igbo, ịma na ihe na-enye anyị nsogbu nomenclature. You rightly said it. Imechasie no man, a leader will emerge in Igbo land. And if that leader turns to be ruler, boss, ndị Igbo reject him. That's the point he made. And we reject such people because of what I said earlier. Igbo, egalitarian society, I na-enwe nsọpụrụ for leadership. And that is the fundamental thing Ndocha Agotaro. Then, as he said, for me, situation now can be very nice, very, very inspiring and encouraging. Gidigidibu weze. Potana nzoba, kedive buda afya nazo. Ije mkwibo, nyem nkem. Ije afya obosi, bunu, nyem nkem. Ekada zinugu, nyem nkem. Wanya ka afya jazo. So, and no exchange, just like I said, interest, bunyao politics. So, kedi interest anyi, na ibak notono, bani imobi. Because imobi bu, the conclave, no bu na Catholic Church, the conclave where the Pope is produced. Opro madincha na abia. You must be a cardinal, an elevated cardinal. Obunze na kan obunze. So before you banya, I get begono, sagi le mega everything, which I got. And that was I would you because on a spirit ganaba, I'm more carnage. Then when you want to go, Nkekita na seva zosibenia ike. And then from here, then I nafu. Thank God for the social media. Emergence of social media. A lot of things operate toward the galaga because of na social media them buy non adjust here we or can maka no one bama no bama. So and social media kita also go sikuru na onye na anwu akam on ezelo because he na news both and e show onye oprozi the society has gone the stage mbo gbam no kam funanya maka onye the other side ka so turugbo onye osi ya weta careful.
So you feel that this social media will actually help?
Very, very, very crucial and important. All my grandmother was saying, very, very important part. Now, social media, and then the caliber of leaders we're having in media management also, and then there's also control in management of media. So the media will now do its job, job as one agenda setter, setting, which we are doing now, then watchdog of society, which we are analyzing and other things, and saying these are the things. What some people think that is not good, that is bad, we are saying is good. It's a good development that many people are coming out, and then it's also showcasing the level of enlightenment in the Igbo. When we said, not just at the end of it, but now, as he said also, everybody has picked up. And then that is, I give credit to the level of educated elite or enlightened elite we have, no matter the level of elite conspiracy. What he said, and we say that the elite conspiracy, so it's good. For now, the two political parties and other political parties continue to imagine. When you imagine and finish, you have credentials again, or as I said earlier, one dozen Obama, one okay, Megiddo na America, Megiddo Trobon, Tulo Greece, Nayanas, Moyanagas, Nibazo, Megiddo, Omoya, by social media, because the election this time, you use constitute about 65% of the election, and as I said somewhere, they are the people that will determine this election. Nihana Yogodu, the party, the Kenya, the men who listen, who message to listen, Yana candidates. Candidates, I am the youths. I guess they are now. I the member and then also kudos because now I make independent electoral commission this time a bit fairly independent, and then with also the social media coming in. There are things you don't do.
All right. We'll still continue with our discussion right here in the studio. Remember, we are still talking about the 2023 presidential election, the reinvigorating Igbo unity. Is it a necessity? We have some people that we interviewed outside there, and here are the things they have to say about this topic this morning. Stay with us.
We Igbo should take away from us. You know, there is this thing that is in us that will always militate against our unity. If we can take away self-greed or selfish interest, then you see that the Igbos will be one. Take the Hausas, for instance, because at times we'll be saying it that the Hausas, they are more united than the Igbos. The reason is that they are not self-greedy. An average Hausa man will do anything that the fellow Hausa will benefit from. But here in Igbo land, or in we Igbos, the reverse is the case. We will always look for that thing that will benefit us and us alone, our family, our generation, and our friends. So if this is taken away from us, then you see that there will be unity among the Igbos.
Fear abasigo ndị Igbo na-arụ ikwupụta okwu kịta na-afịazi fa arụrụ nne. So ọ bụ na fa nwee ike ịdị na-ekwupụta nwa obi fa na ife na-eme fa, anyị nwee ike wee na-express our feelings in this place. Anyị ga-achịkọta ọnụ. Ọ nwe onye ị ga na-egbu mma kịta na-etie ife tisie nye ife egwu ama ekwu ọma afọ onye ọ ga-ekpesa afọrọkwa ife ọ ga-eme etisie nye ife afọ ọba n'ụlọ je nọdụlụ onwe ya ni because na ọ ma na o nwere onye ọ ga-ekpesa. But ọ bụrụ na ndị anyị na-ekpesa nwere ifefa na-eme ma ekpesasị afa ọ ime ide n'ife wepụ kwuonu ka ife nwa siga nke kịta bụ na o nwere nke ị ga-ekwu kịta ịma na nga elubego gị nso. Anyị adịrọ free again. Ọ bụ na anyị dị free, then the openness of the people are open to express themselves. Ọkwa na ya bụ ihe ji anyị kịta. Ọ bụrụ na ndị Igbo amara ifefa ga-eme, anyị mara ife anyị ga-eme kama na fia egwu ji onye ọbụla. Ọnyanwa bụ ife dị kịta.
Igbo niile afụrụ onwe ha na nghọta. Onwe ndị na-ewe ndị ọzọ na ha na-dominate ha. And in such a scenario, on our we bring people together. And all people of high integrity, newezuga ethical differences, will be together. So for we to come together, we should shun our ethical differences and come together as in the Igbo.
Every Igbo man should see an Igbo woman or an Igbo man as his or her brother or her sister. So in that, we can strengthen the unity. And they should share love for one another. And this state discrimination thing, I'm from Anambra, I'm from Enugu, I'm from Ebonyi. I think we should stop it. We should see all Igbos as one.
Nwanne gị kọrọ, nwanne gị eziokwu, ekwughị eziokwu na-eweta adịghị n'udo. Fụ nwanne gị n'anya, ọ na-eweta adịghị n'udo. Ife ya mere nwanne gị arụ, iwepụ ya. N'eziokwu gị eziokwu. Maka na mmadụ bụ chi ibe ya. O nwere ihe nwanne gị ga-emere gị. Ị marọ, ka sị na nwanne na-adị na mba. O nwere ike na-aba ebe adịrọ mma. Ọ sị gị bịa, ọ takwelu gị n'ebe anyị na-aba kidnappers n'ọkwa ya. Ọ ife nwanne gị. Mana ọ wụ na enwere udo, enwere ịfụnanya. Enwere ya agwa gị eziokwu. Ife ga-eweta bụ inwe ịfụnanya.
Okay, I am actually na nyabo ihe mama na ainocha ihe ndị mmadụ kwuru. They are all talking about being united as Igbos. Ka ya lady na afutazi onwe na onye bụ the state nke onye asị state ọzọ ka anyị bịakọta ọnụ na-emekọta ife ọnụ na ọ ga-enyela anyị aka. That's their opinion majorly. Mana onye okwulu maka fear na ndị Igbo makwa na ihe ha na-eme nọ na egwu na-atụ na mmadụ ka ihe nwee ikwu maka nke.
Mana anyị adesokwa fear. I'm what because I ain't on a job. I'm as a younger reporter by then. Oh, Onye ka anyị na-ekwu na odudu ndị Igbo nọ now, especially through modernized, modified, moderated Ohaneze ndị Igbo, because all leadership from Ozobi, in fact from Ikazo Town Union and Ohaneze, and Nyanwa, Obro no no ga na-ekwu rekindled, ignited the mind in the Igbo. And then level of what? Education and enlightenment also increased Igbo awareness. So onye a na-atụ egwu ịtụzi n'egwu onye ya akọsara onwe ihe ikwuru onye ga-akọsara kedu onye ga-akọsara Ohaneze. And Ohaneze, the level caliber of Ohaneze, apart from the leadership, what of the Igbo traditional rulers?
Okay. Hello. Please read Batunata volume TV. Hello.
Ihe na-ekwu na ọ dị mma ka okwu butara ya na enwere channels enwere ohere ọ bụ na egwu na-atụ na onwe ihe efu because I na-emphasize if you see something say something, if you hear something say something. Kedu onye ya akọsara ị nwere president general of your town, ị nwere igwe n'obodo unu, then ị nwekwara ndị ọzọ ị ga-akọsara kọsakwala ụkọchukwu ndị ke na fa nọ ọ ihe niile na-aka ịkpọkọta ha n'ọnụ ọ bụrụ ọha na eze ịbata n'ọra ahụ nchanụ ịbazie na eze enwere eze wee bazie ime obi anụ so na ndị ya ekwu nọ anọ part of ihe na-ekwu na ndị Igbo kịta ndị mfu na leadership of Igbo various components constitute Igbo leadership chukwu gọziri ndị ahụ and they will say it Igwe Achebeka ya atụghị egwu ka ọ bụ prọfesọ obi ọzọ jegolo ebe niile ka ọ bụ nyanwa a na-ekwu na kuka kwuru enwe ndị be anyị na-ekwu na nke Nsụka kwuru ọ because na nke kuka na-ewu Bishop of Nsụka kwuru nke ya Chukwuma na-ekwu nke ya so I think this is time for us to rise up onwe ife na-agba aghara onwe egwu na-atụghị egwu atụzi n'aka ka kọsara ndị nọ nso.
Chief Damian, earlier in my analysis, he talked about support from other tribes. He said, no, we're going to support, but we no lonye nke na ato anya na kia no kwesi no onya wa kwesi ibunya bo ogunisi mana onwe ke osi wedi. Now, how beneficial will support from other tribes be to ndi Igbo kita noa ainaga for this presidential seat?
Onya kanji kwa they don't give power, you take power. You go and take power. And that's why I say the power is in the oven, it's not in the freezer. If they see you by your activities and action that you are capable, you get support. It's only in the north. But now, and we go these days, our Republican nature here, if you don't constructive criticism, if you don't argue with people or if you don't have challenges, you're a dull leader.
Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello. Good morning. I'm a book from Katina.
Kedafagi?
I'm
Ebere. Isi Kaduna Abo. Unga gani rebere?
Ihe Jabon ile na ihe gbasara politiks n'ebe ndị ugwu nọ ọ dị ka oge 2011 oge a chọrọ mme elekshọn ndị ugwu niile ma onye na-egwu mmiri ndị na-egwuri na trọk ego kaadị na sponsọ Buhari ka ọ bụrụ na Buhari wili and ọ bụrụ ndị Igbo anyị some of ndị Igbo anyị ama mmenwu dị ya ndị ugwu bịa ma ije na shọpụ bịa na-agwa gị na ọbụ na Buhari egenire na ha ga-abụ obodo da ha akpọcha militin ha niile manwụ ha bịa n'ime nwezi pati ya na-asọpọtụ nọ Buhari ka ya na-acha na asọpọtụ ọ bụrụ na ndị be anyị ga-ejikọ onwe ha ọnụ dị ka ndị ugwu a onye ọbụla niile ahapụ na onye achị ebe a na onye achị ebe nke a anyị chịkọọ ọnụ okwu anyị bụrụ ofu dịka ihe awa brọda na-ekwu na ndị niile ọda traịbụ nọchara anyị ejikọọ ọnụ bikọ ihe na-adị na-agwa anyị na ya karịrị anyị nọmba na ihe a ndị be anyị na-eme na ya na-azụ ọchịchị Nanyama anything, this is my head time population. And I'm sure and I'm very tired, and not come out of the logic.
Odima.
And maybe open and also be corner that you need to bed not to. I score where I get the number actually.
Oh, Dalorin Nebere, thank you so much for that contribution.
Yes. Na number. Onye Igbo ọbụla echere mgbe gọvanọ ya si ma onye asị before mara ihe ọ ga-eme. Ọ bụ na anyị chọrọ ịzọpụta ndị Igbo ma ọ zọpụta Nigeria. With the recent developments na electoral system, if they can sanitize it, if na ndị a na-ekwu na faka ya akara anyị. Because in Anya, this is a country governor to vote, like he said about social media. If you work 7-10 years, maybe about only no secondary school. This has me 17-18. Or be run out, you whatever baptism card, go where to vote. Card short age, whatever doubting his age, but there in the north doesn't do that. So, mana. I am Ankuchi Nonte na amateur primary. Only Igbo Majia as a presidential candidate in any of the two political parties. And to win her election, that's the time I will blame ourselves. I have mega census. The Igbos in the north, 19 northern states, 11.5 million. Let's assume as 7 million of them voted for. Because only like the other woman they quit to Igbo. It's no more, it's a secret ballot. Even in Lagos, I went 4-point-something million. A guy, Biniga, Badoga, Obasanjo once said, now Igbos have to be the president of this country. Now, if Igbos decide to support their fellow Igbo, now Igbo get 25% in all the states in this federation. Oji Yoruba mat, also Ogun State, no, Oga Hakari Made no more say no ka. Mundo Ogun State na aqua. So with their family. But in his own no knows of be Oba of Lagos is Oga to go in Igbo. No knows of be shop within anywhere by Sunday Igbo. So within his own enclave there, 12 vote, the Igbos will win. So in Igbo, yeah, I know one sir.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Reduce the volume of your TV set.
Morning.
I wish you all with kind heart. And I want to thank you. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
All right. Please, I will tell about on your program. And I wish you all.
Thank you.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead. We are hearing
Go on.
Are you hearing me?
Yeah.
Okay. I said I wish you all, and I want to contribute a little bit of your program.
Yes.
I'm asking that all you are saying to tell to all this family, and after the family, let us support. Two people are very important for me personally. And I think about P2P, and I also think about our brother, Igbo. I ask that the contribution will be on how all of us should have one mind and one heart and one soul to be able to move these people forward. Because what we have done or what we have gone through in the past has been a great problem for us. We should come down now and work together as one body to move this nation forward so that we'll be able to achieve our goals.
All right.
Our goal should be on how to work together with one goal and be able to achieve that thing that we are looking for. God bless you. Thank you very much.
Bless you too. Thank you so much. So Dennis, at this point now, makana ka chief siwe kuke ka imalonya zoneba. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello. Hello.
Good morning. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Good morning.
Good morning.
From Castina.
Castina.
After the
onyanya ọ bụrụ na ha mee bịa praịmarị mana eje na praịmarị ji abụ ịtọpụta na ofufa ji ndị Igbo ịkpọ na ha ya shia votu ya ete ọ bụrụ na ebe consensus candidate bifo njebe to praịmarị o ya enyere anyị aka and ihe ọzọ nchekwa bụ ụlọ tinye ọnụ ọbụla ndị Igbo niile nọ n'ugwu Awụsa anaghị atụ vootu maka na etinyebe ọgba agha na oge ruo ndị Igbo anọrọ n'ịgba ọsọ ihe niile ahụ bụ ewu ha atụghọ vootu so ma a na-etu na ya eji tinye ọnụ dịka onye kwuru okwu maka pia akpado ndị Igbo oge ruo ha na-etinye ọgba agha na onye ọbụla na-agwa majority anaghị atụ vootu. Ekele m ụlọ.
Daalụ. Sir Damien, ma choke comment. Oh, sorry, sir. Dennis, sorry. Ma choke. He comment on the hopeful. About
like Ayunwa. We have lived in all parts of the country. And here to say motomna. Yeni na ene mutas from Ugwausa, and on any indication nafadawa. You can now see the level of ABS. Reaching its own coverage. And then also, this public enlightenment is very important and should be sustained. If they are number, I'm with two things. In one opportunity, of course, I'm not able to register a bigger to vote because of the modified electoral system. Mana inanya mmeja kukwa we mat. Okay, election lube. Ndugu niile maka I can differentiate between onye Hausa na Ndugu. Hausa dị iche, as he said. Hausas are also worst marginalized than ndị Igbo. Ndị na-marginalized abụrụ ndị gịnị ndị Fulani. Ndị Benue ma ndị Etusikwu. So onye Igbo ahụ na dịka ndị matagoro ihe tolitagoro bụ ndị okenye bụ ndị fugoro ụzọ. O nwekwa ihe prevent na ịnata register n'ụlọ. Na ịnata atụọ vote. And in another to vote, man in another beg, na nke a bụ nke anyị. Then ebe anyị nọkwa gbakwa nọkwa ebe anyị nọ si ọnwụ je to vote. Organize vice president kwuru ya ọfụma. It is now pure secret ballot. Onwere onye ma ebe etunye. So ije binye aka gị ịbụkwala onwe gị.
Good morning. Go ahead. Good morning. Tell us your name and your location. Odima. Ijofo Gabani.
Election time. About accreditation. If I remember accreditation, it's that many people got here with that card here. I mean, that make accreditation, I'm not going to do that. You don't like system. When you can, you don't like system. When you cause, you don't like system. When you cause, you don't like system. By the time, you tell people, I don't like system. Different people like system. Man, I hear people can outside and go there and go there. You know, the road out after election. I don't pay much in accreditation. No, I hope that. Too many people, my people show no my people to find out the election. And I don't want to do that. And I can't go Bobuna, I knew what this Bobuna, Bobuna actually found that solution. Actually, I have a solution. Except for that, that's good. But of course, you have to go to the voter's card. You have to read it. Oh, money will be voter's card. Yeah. That's the election. I love it.
Odima.
Thank you.
Dalo. Open cabs all of the INEC, and they have promised to be fair this time.
INEC, you know, very, very important. INEC will opportunity to create it. Ijego eba ide me registration check here, man afagade. Ijego na local government check here, mal a bigger because then will was awful. Yes, it's the job of INEC to do the public enlightenment, but together in partnership with the community leaders. So now I want to order because now our civic responsibility. I want to order ije well no kita na ile kundugwa mgbe posi je check ihe adịghị do so if you get anya aka na ijel wela aka anyị identify ya na onye na-eme ihe na-eme plan ebe a mma to vote afọ ma adịkwa ebe a because ị nwere ike moto ada agba ma ihe ndị ọzọ mgbelu my time before ide ete ebe dị etu a ijebe dị etu a time aganarị gị so bido n'oge jee chọpụta kere ebe ị ga-atụ vote na ya local government.
Hello, good morning.
Hello. Good morning. Hello.
I na-ege gị ntị ka afa gị.
Okay, I'm from Kaduna.
Go ahead, afa gị.
So I'm very happy at this program. But, hello?
Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Somebody called and I took a point for what he said. And I'm on Kaduna for maybe 7 years. And I've experienced some of election. I've done some of treasurer and also secretary. So Abuga and the PDP. During the general time, I was the treasurer. So the most problem I have with the Igbo, number one, who ever get secretary, I stop Baronyenka or Banye. Manager and food. If now here, 8 years now to vote, no now. So far, look at charge of that 4 votes. One year got them. 1 year got you anyhow. Manager of the Igbo, I got your children 8, Nanka, and move over. Maybe 8 years now. Or 12 votes here. And they get right and went to work again. Usually it start that votes. This vote, usually it's not the vote. And the 8 vote, and we want one year down and just to vote. We never expect a woman who know the other vote with your worker from up to work. We never line I can't. No, we never like a way pulling vote in there. Almost pull my street. And we hit that temple. Pulling. No, no, there's not good. Manager and carry the one here. So only wait for I don't hear. I DJ. My teachers are rubber. Each moment is water tomorrow. The mountain is again because of one about what I got here. So those who hear the really bang. So I guess the pulling unit table at the body. Thank you.
Odima, Delorine.
Yeah, only here from INEC na voters. INEC is trying. Mano act you do fair towards the election day within the man a free no the cover fair program. Only app from now banning na social media which says give the name ma ma itinye your son name, itinye date of birth, itinye one other card na number, but itinye her too, son name, date of birth. Ogosi ebi voting. Yeah, in fact, I just put my son name. I give my voter my date of birth, my village. Eben got to vote. Code here, there. So suppose here money got moto je. Omo family no na Igbo. Enwe onye ma go married. So obo here money got no get. Say get buy moto je local government. Mo je na police station je ma edekwa. So mana ife men na ayada umu ife nda ayada enebanye anya. Obo na enebanye anya. So na ufututa can say so I'm qualified to vote because I am asking now 5. Mana nka ikiriki hande ugosigi ifo man ige bido n'oge not the day, not the voting day. What do exchange go voting card go now? What do the current one na the obi were nko chiebe. Abia say na afia dey also on kia nwere mama no do were nko zeben. To me this latest voters card dey now. You were nko chie ine na ni do nko wa. One day writing will go mem nafu. Chile board chili batch ko ga wa mu nko so you can imagine level na ya na ichira. So the INEC bụrụ na ha ga-edobe iwu ha etu o si dị enwe free and fair election n'ọsọ ndị dị eligible nwere card they qualify to vote. I will tell you that this country but all ya nwa ka ha ma wee na-eme ha na-eme onye na-ekwu na ndị Hausa na emefa ji emere ndị niile ahụ support Buhari nye ego card menka. I'll tell you, Chukwada Ararura, those people are more in problem than us. how much you go 20, 30 times, but the impact is not there. And every other thing. The problem of Nigeria today, breeding young boys without no education, no
skills,
no means of living. How can an able-bodied young man get again?
Okay, I think Kayabu colleague Mazaige peak this morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Are you hearing me?
Yes.
My name is Reverend Francis Ebo. Chino Sebo. I'm calling from Onisha.
Go ahead, Francis.
Okay. Thank you very much for this program. And I want to say it very clearly. I thought I was not now. Only in Yala Katiko. Only I want to now. Those people that are contesting, like a kind of focus. I went Chicago, I'm going to and a kind of counseling. I can look at a plan on you. I will wait where because some of open and waiting on shit. I don't wait in that. I don't wait in another because now what we tell you the because I got from the office. And although now I remember can I put up now being people in the nation. Now I got put up now I got no use. I come in the kind of making organism because for the past you don't have I will that thing has no problem. Can I put on now? I want to go to I make
all right. Thank you.
A kind of consensus about the where I want to say you can unity. I'm going to I can really afford I just went to the even I go in there because even though I am I have
all right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Francis. Thank you so much, Francis. Nanchikota, Mr. Dennis, Kedu, a word of advice or if we make Igbo, Monday politicians, in fact, everyone on your Bonibo because the clamor abroad just for for everybody.
Can be from Nanyuku, Okwea Banteku, no Hanese, and if you could now, maka this app you could, Okwa loan go. Etu ayi kulia na gwe mekugo funa obalulu unye instruction amam na haneze mwe structure on the ground onya na lu onya kuzia no munnya ndo munnya ebe onu ye no o man take the time na kwa nke agweta nke ka mmele melie esietu a bokota ancha ni ndị ba anyị na atuzi na egwu ife na aka ọchịchị mma ndị Igbo bụ ife and etu ndị anyị nwere na-ejele anyị ije kịta akwụsịrị ike ha makwuru ife so ka anyị ka obi na-enyefa nkwado then gbambo ya vote is power mana power ga ahụ vote bụ i register gokwa that is the big question i register gbambo je register Ohaneze over to you.
Well, ndị ba onye chene na it is all over. It is not all over until it is all over. In Germany, ya okwu eji eji a ga-eru ebe a na-eje mana ịbịa nọdụ n'ụlọ si na eji ha emekwa ka ha si eme ọ bụrụ eziokwu elekshọn a ga-awụkwa ọgbara Buhari and ọbịa na ọgbara Buhari mara ife ịfụ akọ na uche ndị Igbo elu si aga Chukwu mee ebere ya bụrụ sọ South ka kandideti si bịa onwekwe onye elu ha elutabara ọnọdụ nwayọ ị ga na-awụ awụ na-agba agba because from what is going to happen in the Southwest, because many people, like Afanefere, is talking to their people, no injustice. Wolusha Inka has said it, Obasanjo has said it, and people are drumming it. And if, we may not go to details, but if eventually, between Azor Primary in West, between Obasanjo and Tinubu, it may be good omen to Igbo. So, but we don't say that we don't pray for such thing. But now, only Jinkai, it is our time. I'm happy and this Ugwausa, Nakpo, every other people. Oh, when do metotabem, when in the middle bed, the Gondi, Waka Ugu, Janu Sayog. I think today, middle bed, Wangapeme Pego, Oruna like Yochayo and Otto Nona PDP. If they fail to stand strongly, that this thing will be PDP was zoning formula. If they fail, they have failed themselves, not only us. This is a time for Nigeria, to put set together and have a candidate that will win election. I'm sure, like somebody said, I'm a frontline candidates now. No matter he's a firebrand on his own. He's a man who bears his mind. Peter is very solid and his movement, plus others coming up. So eventually, all materials getting them. So, but to have materials we must all be proud of to push them forward. So, in the by,
so at the end of the day, we have answered the question that unity is necessary for Igbo. All right, we want to say a very big thank you to you, Sir Dennis, for joining us this morning. Thank you so much for being here. And also to Chief Damian Okekogene, the Vice President of Haneze Igbo Worldwide. Thank you so much for being here with us this morning.
Well, as your name goes,
Amen. Well, that's it on the show this morning. Thank you so much for being with us. My name is Chidima Orangwa. See you again tomorrow. Bye.